Now that we're happy with our skeleton, we can proceed to use this skeleton for skinning within HoloEdit or in an external software. At this point, one advanced workflow is to export our skeleton using the Animation Export option and use the HoloSuite Maya Tools plugin with Maya to refine the skeleton poses needed and skin, animate, and export an altered clip. For this tutorial, we have more modest goals and a good skeleton result already, so we won't use any external software. Instead, we'll be using Generate Skin Weights for head retargeting stage to skin our clip inside of HoloEdit. As of HoloEdit 2020.3, only skinning the head is supported. Let's add a Generate Skin Weights for head retargeting stage to our track now. We'll right-click beside the previous stage's interval and choose Propagate Intervals to create an interval to use when we generate our skin weights. The default settings for Generate Skin Weights should work for our purposes, so we'll right-click on the interval and press Execute. After the results have returned from the job server, a new option will appear on the toolbar in the top left of the HoloEdit UI when this stage is selected. This button enables the Visualize Skin Weights tool. Let's press it and take a look. After enabling Visualize Skin Weights, our clip will be colored to indicate the skin weights present. Skin weights determine how much each part of the surface is influenced by each bone in the skeleton. We can click on the bones in the skeleton to visualize the skin weights for each particular bone alone. Because we only generated skin weights for the head, the display will turn black when other bones are selected. Let's click on the head bone and play back our clip to review the skin weights. These skin weights look great. There's a little bit of wobble around the collarbone, but it's pretty subtle and it shouldn't be an issue. If there were significant errors with the skin weighting, or if we wanted to create skin weighting for the entire skeleton, we might want to export our rigged mesh to Maya for editing with our HoloSuite plugin. But this looks great for head retargeting, so we can move on to the last steps of the process. To export our OMS for playback with retargeting, we'll select File, Export Composition from the menu bar to open the Export Final Composition window. In the Export Composition window, enter a path in the Output Directory field to specify the location of all exports. We'll use Documents/Workflows/Skeletonization Exports. Next, press the plus button at the top right of the Export Sequences field to add an export. First, we'll add an OMS export. We'll want to use this with default settings. Note that retarget is enabled. This is necessary for the retargeting rigging information we generated to be embedded into the OMS. Before pressing save at the bottom left, we need to enter a name for this output OMS. We'll use the Output Sequence File Name field to replace the default file name with Training Head Retargeting. Next, we'll add another export type to hold our texture stream. Press the plus button again and select MP4 from the Output Sequence Type dropdown. Once again, we'll use the default settings and set the name to Training Head Retargeting and then press Save. After our exports have been configured, we can press the Export button at the bottom right to export both. Once the export is complete, we'll be ready to play back our clip with retargeting and external software. If you'd like to continue along with a playback tutorial, refer to the Unreal Engine 4 or Unity playback tutorials linked below and use our training head retargeting clip instead of the provided example data. Thank you for watching this tutorial on skeletonization and head retargeting in HoloEdit 2020.3.